new drinks are now at McDonald's, with refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here, now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
Oh, what are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're listening to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Either you are, or I'll be skipping rope with your entrails. Ta-ta.
This is the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, your source for lore and so much more. Adventurers, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. This week we have a wonderfully full cast of patrons. We have a bunch of people, new people. We've got some old people returning. We have the oldest of people. That was the pre-show joke where Rob was like, hey, what did you call me? Of course, Rob the Princess is here as well. And Lotus and me, Tom, or Robot's your host. And this week we are discussing something very cool. If you were to take a school of magic that shows up anywhere in the Elder Scrolls and you could use it in real life, which one would you pick and how would you use it? And I'm sure we're going to get all sorts of wacky ideas coming from this crew. And joining me this week, we've got this wonderful list. I'm going to name everyone on this list. And then on the count of 3, you're all going to unmute at the same time, right on 3. And you're going to make the sound of a school of magic that you might consider using in the real world. Whatever that sound is. We've got Rob the Princess, McGonagall, Blinding Vision, Chris, Brannis, and Hercine joining me. Guys, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Valid.
What?
Valid.
That's a wonderful mix of weird sounds. Thank you so much for that. But hey, Rob, in the pre-show, you said that you would be willing to go first. Why don't you kick us off with a school of magic that you would consider using in the real world, and how would you would use it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll be able to narrow this down in no time. Just give me like a second. And there is so much magic in here. I would probably want to go.
How do you feel about restoration?
Restoration magic is a perfectly valid school of magic, first and foremost. I want to get that off the air just right away. It is a perfectly valid school. I'm going to choose nature magic, which you're like, what the heck is that? I don't remember playing that in Skyrim.
What?
Not in Skyrim, you fool.
Yeah. So which game does that go? Because every game readjusts these a little bit. It's just on the massive list on the USB.
I don't think it's in a game.
Well, it might be like weird, like the weird stuff, like the druids use.
Isn't that like
I'm pretty sure it's talked about in ESO.
Yeah, I was going to say, this
uh,
is like an offshoot of ESO. Like they discuss it, but really...
Well, and technically your characters do use some nature magic in ESO. Like if you play the Warden,
I was going to say,
I think some of the Undaunted skills, I think, kind of relate to that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there is nature magic in the game, but like you don't necessarily, I don't know. But yeah, it definitely references the High Isle DLC bit with like Druid Kings and the Sisters Isles or whatever they're called. So that seems to be where it originates. I just am a big fan of nature, and that seems like in real world that you could do a lot of cool stuff with that. Yeah, there's so many other weird ones in here, but yeah, the nature one is probably the most practical one for me, and also just the one that I think would be the coolest by far.
So you would go into a life of farming and agriculture? Is that how would you use it?
Well, no, I mean, I would not have to go into a life of farming and agriculture because I have magic,
Yeah, well,
like
but you
that's.
could just cast magic on your fields and then just grow all the plants like super
Yeah, I
quick.
suppose. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I could just, grow whatever I need in that moment and then just have it. But I guess I could still turn that into a farming business.
Uh-huh.
I'm not one to capitalize my hobbies. I like to just enjoy them.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there a specific example that comes to mind? Yeah.
I like the idea that you can like craft things from like shaping wood. You can summon things with the nature magic, and it's not just plant stuff. Like you can, work with animals and such. So it's really really cool because of all the flexibility. Like there's so much things that can relate to nature. It does seem to be that mushrooms are not included in that because there's a separate school of magic for mushrooms.
Mushroom
And I
magic.
guess yeah, and I also saw there's like snake magic, spider magic, so I guess I can't work with those animals unless I know that kind of magic.
Well, so another thing is there may be crossover, right? Like this is one of the things that happens in the games where like some
I'm being
spells,
pretty pedantic.
right. But yeah, I get where you're going. But just for clarity for our listeners, because there's always somebody in the audience who does the well, actually, and then has to type a comment into
course.
Spotify, right? So in order to cut that out as fast as possible, I have to respond to these things. But one of the things that is interesting about the series is that some types of spells actually work kind of cross-disciplinary. They tend to like the categories are a little bit shaky. They're just
in fact the wardens even do use mushroom magic in the ESO. I remember that, so that
there
is
you go.
proof right there.
Right. So just
it's
because
a
you're
healing
choosing
line.
Yeah, just because you're
Yeah.
choosing one title doesn't mean that you are limited to not using things that also can fit under another title. So, okay. Well, here, let's open this up. Does anybody have any questions for Rob about his nature magic and how he would use it? Hercine, I see that you're unmuted. Do you have a question?
Yeah. So would you create Telvanni mushroom towers?
Again, I probably wouldn't be leaning too much into the mushrooms in the first place, but I think those are sick as hell. Not for me.
Oh,
Well,
see,
the wood elves also do have.
I was gonna say
trees.
I'll lean
that
toward. I like
grow.
the really I like the idea of like shaping things out of like trees. That's really really cool. So like you can summon all these different plants and stuff, but you can just like shape all these cool wooden structures and make these like cool architecture like wonders out of wood, and that is the really appealing part. So yeah, like those houses that are in Valenwood with the wood elves, those are so cool. That's definitely what I would lean towards.
would you make yourself one of those houses to live in?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because you seem more of an orc guy. And I don't know many orcs that live in trees so much, but you could use nature in other ways that would.
Well, Tom,
Well,
may I
actually-
remind you of the wood orcs
I was
in
gonna say,
Valenwood?
Oh,
You could just be a wood orc.
Wood orcs. Yeah, hadn't thought.
That's what they called me in high school.
Hadn't thought. That's
I
your
wish
high
they
school nickname.
didn't.
But no,
Touche.
I like I like the nature aesthetics a lot, but like also in this game, I love the orcs a lot. So yeah, like they don't have to be exclusionary. You can enjoy nature and enjoy orcs in nature.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like in my mind, orcs are. I don't see them as. I guess there
They're
are
a bit
tree
more
orcs.
brutal and
A
all
little
about like smithing
Smithing and
forge.
forging and underground, but you could still do things with nature in an underground place, especially if you're doing mushroom magic, right? Like,
It's very reductive. Orcs
Yeah.
orcs are a very valid school of elves.
yes.
Don't call
great.
us elves.
That's
We
what the
abandoned
mer
that
part-
title.
All right, Orsimer, settle down.
That's what it is. I thought it was hammers because they're pig elves.
Oh boy!
Oh,
All right,
That's fighting words.
let's get back to the magic part. Blindy, do you have a question for him about his nature magic?
Or are you just
Uh,
gonna keep running your mouth?
I had more, but I can let you keep going. I do think the nature magic is valid. Maybe not as valid as some other schools of magic, but it is what it is.
I think we know who's going to go after you, Rob, because he's going to have to explain what he's thinking about here. Any other questions for Rob? Anybody? No, I think we're wrapped up on your questions, Rob. Any last thoughts?
Sounds good. No, that's it. I mean, this I'm excited with the like wooden structures and architectures with all the plant magic. So that's definitely the coolest part of that.
Nice. Cool. Well, good start. Blinding Vision, what are you thinking? You're saying not nature magic for you. There's more legitimate forms of magic. Where are you going?
Well, I think restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. However, I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this. Is it mycoturgy?
Oh, the mushroom one. Yeah.
The mushroom one. Yeah.
Mycoturgy. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a soft C or not.
Mycoturgy.
Yes.
Mycoturgy. I don't. You couldn't say it however you
I've
feel like
literally
saying it.
never heard anyone actually pronounce it. So
It
Myco
doesn't look
is
like
always.
I'm just saying, if you're the
Myco?
only
Okay.
person in the world that could cast mushroom magic, you could probably pronounce it whatever you feel like it.
that's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't feel like it comes up often enough for it to even have a pronunciation guide. But I went with that because I think I'm a fun guy.
That was a good setup. That was a. In fact, what would have been even better is if you went into all the other reasons and then ended with that joke after your whole time.
That's all I had.
That's all I had.
That's it. That's it.
Top shelf joke right there. Top shelf.
I don't know. I think we need to keep that joke in the dark, in a damp and dark place.
There's not much room for improvement.
Not mushroom for improvement. Do you have any other schools of magic that you would pick blinding? Like in real life, like in real context, which one would you use the most? Which one would be the most beneficial?
Weirdly enough, it would probably be restoration. I'm clumsy.
So that you can fix like your bruises when you walk into things?
Yeah, I'm in constant pain. It's okay.
Yeah, that's also part of getting old. That goes with that as well.
I figured you're just going to stick with the mycoturgy and just be a drug dealer or something.
Yeah, I mean,
you could do that.
Self-medicate kind of thing.
I'll buy some.
You got a customer already. Yeah, restoration does make a lot of sense because it would be very helpful not only for yourself but also other people you know. Oh yeah, man, what's wrong? Hey, buddy, you made it to work, but you look miserable. What's wrong? Oh, I've got a headache. Oh, here, boing. Now you don't have a headache. Thanks. Like that's amazing.
I live in the U.S. I could definitely use that to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
He'll someone like that'll be $50,000.
Yeah. Or you could be like, you don't need your insurance anymore. Why don't you just pay me half as much as you would have paid for insurance, and you can just call me anytime you need help.
I also like how this has devolved into literally, I mean, mine's least important just because we have enough people on this, but this was the entire basis of mine was to undercut our healthcare market by being able to just do this. This was the entire, I'm like, yeah, no, it totally is a valid school because I'm going to charge people like $100, snap my fingers and they're all better. And it's like, okay, well, I just totally made myself rich by undercutting everybody else. I mean, I'm probably going to get shot doing that, but I'll just keep healing myself. So it all works out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So spoilers.
To take down the
that's what everyone else is going to do.
Complex.
So anybody have questions for blinding? Any thoughts about this restoration magic and ways that...
Yeah.
Brandis has some thoughts. What do you think?
So, purely for your own enjoyment, if you're going to consider alcohol a poison, could you just mitigate the effects?
Technically, alcohol is a solution. Scientifically.
Oh, get this guy out of here.
Man. Man.
Interesting, though.
But then you could drink.
Yeah.
And not get more drunk than you want to.
Well, rubbing alcohol is for external wounds. Drinking alcohol is for the internal wounds. And
the emotional wounds.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. We were making jokes about being older, but I think maybe blinding vision is the oldest dad in the room.
I was going to say.
Parent.
Yep. Any other thoughts on that? Is a good thought. That had crossed my mind as well, is that you could drink and then be like, oh, no hangover for me.
Well, on that note, though,
I got a couple of comments for restoration.
Just before we pull away from that, like a legit question, like within the games, can you neutralize I mean, I know you can neutralize poison and stuff like that, but like if you actually drink in the games, can you neutralize them through restoration bonuses?
Technically.
I've never tried, but conceivably.
I'm not sure I've ever tried. That's why I was curious if he's
I wonder
done
if you have
that
like an
one.
antidote on person and you like have because
Well, I'm
you,
thinking like if you chug Sujama or something like that, and then you're just like, is there a way to counteract
because
that?
the only negative for like mechanical things is that like your stamina regenerates a lot slower, and so if you drink like an antidote, does that get rid of it? And so like in a way, you're sobering up.
I want to say it works a little better in Oblivion because, I mean, there were additional stats beyond just like your fatigue, regeneration, things like that. But I want to say, yeah, you can kind of counteract that, at least in that one.
Yeah. Interesting.
You want like a skooma bender and then just
yeah,
I'm back, baby.
You're good.
Another day at the office.
I mean,
yep. Well, Hercene had some more thoughts. Hercene, you had some questions also?
Yeah, so whenever I was deciding which school I wanted to do, it was a debate between Restoration and the one that I did choose. But you could do so much goofy things and fun things with Restoration. Yes, curing wounds is nice, healing people is nice, making money from healing is super nice. But Restoration goes so much further than that because it also fortifies attributes and skills. And one thing I thought was pretty goofy, just a little thing, is that you could fortify and restore your fatigue or stamina, depending on what game you're talking about, which means you could have all night game sessions when the sun rises. You could use Restoration to fix that sleepiness and go about your day. You never have to really worry about sleep again if you didn't want to. You just keep restoring your stamina.
Or you could just keep running
there with that.
and running and running. Yeah, I had a different direction. I thought you were going to go
that way
when you started talking all night, and I was like, gaming. Oh, right, gaming.
That. What do you do all night?
Keep it a little easy.
I stay up all night to get lucky.
Speaking of luck, you can fortify your luck. That is one of these spells.
And also fortify acrobatics and then just leap 100 feet.
So have you guys ever messed with some of the like spellcrafting in Oblivion? I like to make fortify speed on touch and hit other characters, and they overshoot their pathing.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
That's amazing.
I've never thought about that.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. You can use it on your horse, make your horse go faster.
What if you did it to an undead and then scared them away? And then they're just gone.
Because Restoration has turn undead.
Right. Yeah. Right. You can do both. So you blinding could go to any haunted graveyard and you would be totally fine. Bonus.
You could give their speed bonus so high that they would have blinding vision.
I did make some boots like that once.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to kick Rob and Blinding Vision off the podcast, and the rest of us are going to have a conversation.
I think everyone understands.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. Any last thoughts, Blinding, before we move on to somebody else?
No, that's it for me.
Let's go in. Good. You got all the jokes today. I like it. Who would like to go next? Who wants to follow that? Was that McGonagall?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you are. There's too many people. I'm not like somebody spoke and I didn't see speaking at the same time. Yeah, go for it. And also welcome. I'm glad you decided to join us, and welcome to the Patreon and all of that. Yeah. So what are you thinking? What School of Magic for you?
So Restoration is a perfectly legitimate like School of Magic, of course. That was what I was going to pick originally, just for healing in general, because it's just handy. Like, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think really perfectly selfish, I would go for destruction, but not for the destruction sense of it. I would pick destruction for fire and ice because I work outside all year long. So during the summer, 100%, I'm making like just blizzards around me to cool myself down.
Yeah. Or like a giant ice block, and then you could sit on it and you could just 100%. Be like, ice.
Oh yeah. Because I'm riding around on a John Deere tractor in the middle of the summer, just cooking.
Yeah.
I'd like a little bit of snow on me. And then during the winter, like I'm shoveling snow, maybe spreading salt. It's like I'm just gonna have a little fireball next to me and keep me warm.
Yeah, you just use like a level 1 like flame blast kind of thing around, and then all of a sudden it all just melts, right? And then you're done.
It's genius.
Yeah. I do have a flamethrower I do use sometimes for ice at work.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
But I will say, Hircine guessed what I was going to say as a joke for my choice, which was Cheesemancy.
Nice. Nice.
Not much to say about it. It's just like, I love cheese. I'd like to manipulate cheese. There you go.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like
nothing more than that.
I feel like if you're a master cheesemancer, you could have like the best pizza joint in town, you know?
Oh, I love pizza.
Yeah.
I got something to say on that.
Uh-huh.
So that game that I kept promoting the last couple times I was on, the Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon.
Right.
There is a cheese spell.
There's a cheese spell.
There's a cheese spell. Yeah.
I didn't get that far.
I do want to pick that up. I do want to pick that up.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's super fun.
So what does it do specifically?
It turns enemies into cheese.
It just turns like you come across a giant enemy and you just turn him into a block of cheese.
There's a heavy version and then there's like a light version where if you hit it quick, it spawns a piece of cheese. But if you hold it down, there's like a little meter that fills up, and when the meter fills up, the enemy explodes into like a pile of cheese.
Wow!
I love that.
And then you could eat your enemy.
Yes.
And then you could be lactose intolerant, and then you could very quickly or slowly deal with your enemy internally.
I'd be careful if you eat them, though, because I hear it's pretty sharp.
Oh, no.
My God. I thought you were kicking Rob. What are you doing?
Hey, Rob. I'll give you your cheddar after the show.
Yeah, you have to be pretty careful with some of those cheeses.
Okay, I want
These are
nothing to do with
Gouda.
the show anymore.
These jokes are
I'm
good.
enjoying this.
Oh, no.
I was going to say abracadabra.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so any other questions for McGonagall? Anything about either destruction magic or cheese magic?
Not question. I did work outside for a good 2 years as a plumber, and that sucked. And yeah, having like a fire spell when it's just negative 10 degrees outside would be so cool.
It is kind of funny.
It'd be great.
I appreciate you choosing to stick with your career choice and just making it more pleasant rather than how can I totally just do something elaborate? It's like, no, you're not. I like what I do. I just want to make it less awful in the seasons that I don't want to work in.
Yeah, I'm like Hagrid. So I'm a groundskeeper at a private school. So
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I deal with a lot of that, like rich kids and all that, but no magic technically. But
Technically.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Gotta keep it secret. Gotta keep it secret. I'm wondering if there's other uses of other distraction magic as well, like channeling lightning is making that somehow beneficial without murdering somebody,
Yeah.
Well, we had power outages around here recently because of storms. Maybe power the house.
There you go. There you go.
Possibly.
Yeah. Charge up some batteries real quick.
Very concentrated stream of lightning. You could probably weld things. You wouldn't need a welder. You would just use your magic to weld, which is also a good career path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or fixing things around the grounds if you're a groundskeeper. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Any other thoughts? Any other questions? I guess not. Any last thoughts, McGonagall, about either of these types of magic and ways that you would use them?
I would like more of Cheesemancy in future iterations of Elder Scrolls other than Legends and a book.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah. It would be cool to have some wacky schools of magic that you can just learn from an NPC you find in a cave somewhere who's the only practitioner of it or something. That would be really cool.
It doesn't, nothing big, just something you can find randomly in the world of Elder Scrolls. And you're just like, I'm a Cheesemancer now.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And then you could make cheese and wear it as clothing so everyone knows you're a Cheesemancer.
You do that too, yeah.
Yeah.
The big cheese.
Yeah, you can be the big cheese. You can go to Wisconsin. Anyway, who would like to go next? The fun ideas, McGonagall. Who wants to go next? I see Brannis. Brannis, what are you thinking? Also, welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. I was originally going to go with what Rob had. I love wardens. I have 3 of them. I'm obsessed with them. So Yeah, nature magic is cool. And then after he said that, I was like, mycoturgy, that's cool too. But that got taken.
You're allowed to still
Well,
choose
you
it,
can
my man.
double up and just give us more reasons why it would make sense for you. Like, that's fine if you want. Or
you guys kind of nailed it. That just
or you can
forming
pivot.
mushrooms or trees into things is cool.
We
and
can
then
cast
healing
nature magic and hold hands together.
We could. I can make. Are you talking about like fake wooden friends?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying stuff, man.
Or maybe the magic gets more powerful when you hold hands with another magic caster and cast it simultaneously.
Don't you know that's the rule?
Is it?
Yeah, maybe the real magic was the friends we made along the way.
There we go.
I was thinking that, but replace friends with just sticks, and that's pretty much.
I'm looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Online update where you can play with your friends, which you already can do in Elder Scrolls Online. But when you cast magic, you hold their hands in order to cast the spells more powerfully. Because that's real cute.
Energy.
That is.
All right, so you're going to pivot. You're going to go with something different?
Yeah, I'm going to go with portal magic. And although I think I might understand it less now that I looked it up.
Okay.
It's apparently under thaumaturgy, which, by the way, is just brute forcing stuff, I guess.
Yeah, and also got removed from the list of magic schools later on in the series. But whatever. It's everything gets moved around.
Like aspects of it in like the different schools. Like conjuration magic can get so strong that your connection to Oblivion is boop there.
Right.
And it gets kind of esoteric. They call it like orbisal conjunctions.
Ooh. That feels like something you should go to the doctor for.
I know.
Yeah, I had a case of orbisal conjunctions once.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we got to clear it up
for that.
Got it from a wood orc.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, I think portals would be cool. I don't really understand how they work, but it would be cool.
So would you use it to like commute to work so you don't actually have to drive a car? Like, how long is your commute?
I mean, it's not that long.
But it would be instantaneous,
the
which is
ever, like really commute is like a 30-minute drive with traffic.
Yeah. That's 30 more minutes.
But
you could sleep in.
Yeah.
I could sleep in. It'd be amazing.
Yep.
Or just like all kinds. I could go get fresh produce from South America.
That's true.
Come back.
Yeah. Wherever you want to go. You
go hide somewhere.
You can go visit the moon really quickly and go right back through the portal before you die from space exposure.
Totally. Or shenanigans.
Oh yes.
Oh, you're missing that object? I don't know where that's at.
I do remember seeing a quote in the game, and it was like, let me give you some advice. If at first you don't succeed, then teleportation magic is not for you.
Yeah. I do remember that one.
Nice. But you could also learn from the Portal games and do things like in the Portal games that you would be able to do with Portal magic. So, for example, you could, like, if somebody's, I don't know, being a pain in your butt, you could just drop them into a portal that falls out of another portal just continuously from into one to the other, and then put them in your. Why would you put them in your butt?
You said it.
Did it like falling down?
Yeah.
Teleporting is like super dangerous, though. That was like the point of that quote is like that's a risky. Like, hopefully you're an expert at it, but like, because if not, you can only mess up once.
Yeah,
I would endeavor to be pretty good at it. Yeah.
You'd want to practice with a lot of like inanimate objects first, right?
Yeah. Maybe my stick friends.
Stick friends. Here's a stapler. I'm going to teleport the stapler to you. Here you go. Yeah.
You took my stapler.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're only quoting movies from at least 10 years ago. That was another pre-show thing.
Again, at
least.
That one's at least 30, I think, right?
That was late 90s. Yeah, that was almost 30 years ago. All right, so let's open up some questions. Who has questions about Portal magic and how Brandis would use it? Any thoughts on this?
Are you effectively writing the next Rick and Morty episode?
Oh.
Because every episode at least has to do something with the portal gun.
True. How do you feel? Do you think if you had more experience with portals, you could get a job as a writer for a show like Rick and Morty? Like a secondary benefit?
Like, I feel like this has got a lot of uses, but at the same time, this seems like the most dangerous choice of all of them so far.
Oh, it's risky. It's risky. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're doing destruction magic, you probably just make a little fire or a little bit of ice, right? Like you could probably contain it. But anytime you open a portal anywhere,
right?
If that's in the wrong spot,
little impaled on a rock,
right?
Like you're either impaled on the rock or you're not impaled on the rock,
right?
You end up in the void.
Yeah. Also, will you have a
just
gun, like a portal gun, or is it just more like you manifest it from your body? Like, do you have a wand?
You see the other side of the portal before you go.
Well, think about in ESO when you fast travel somewhere, you open a portal and then you just disappear, right? So it's not like the game portal where you actually have an opening that stays there. It's more of a but we have seen portals that do open up in the series and stay there for a little while and then disappear.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could do both.
I think so.
And you could have your character voiced by J.K. Simmons, so you could be Aperture Science Guy.
Oh, hell yes.
Mm-hmm. You talk about when life gives you lemons, all of that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the yellow peanut M&M?
Nope. Not talking about that.
No.
Same thing.
Same
all
guy.
connected, Tom.
I think,
Oh,
because I
okay.
think you start, there's like portal seeds as an object in ESO that like little item description that says like people start with using like an enchanted object.
Yeah.
Or they get better.
Yeah, you would want to test it on something before.
Just take a portal seed and like weaponize that.
Oof. Oh, like teleport it into somebody's body?
Strap a portal seed to a car and then go.
Boop. Gone.
Boom.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Teleport them out into space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out into space.
Yeah, we're going for murder now.
You have to prove
manslaughter.
Well, I mean, somebody could survive in space for a few seconds, and then you just bring it right back, and you'd be like, "What? Where did you go? What happened?"
Right. So if they die in space after, it's not your fault. That's their problem. They couldn't survive in space.
Right.
I just put them there.
Yeah.
That is a them problem. You could just say, they won't be able to defend themselves at this point, but you could just be like, well, they asked to go. It wasn't my responsibility to make sure they could breathe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that'll hold up.
Reminds me of some undersea adventures from a little while back. Anyway, any other portal questions? Portal magic things you would do? Would you? Okay, so here's a question for you, Brandis. Yes. We've been talking about using it in like grand ways and also being careful with it. But once you were a master of portal, let's say you've got that extra 30 minutes to sleep in before you have to just portal yourself to work. Yeah. And so you're like, you sit up in bed and you're like, I got to sleep in, but I'm hungry. Oh, got 5 minutes. Do you just like portal the food from your kitchen right in front of you, and do you use it for all these like little things? Oh, gotta brush my teeth. Well, I'll just portal that here, and then I start brushing my teeth, and then just walk in the bathroom, save yourself another few seconds, that sort of stuff.
Sounds like the plot point to Wall-E, I'm pretty sure.
Can I interject, because I don't think you can portal something to you. I think that's just called summoning something.
Yeah, I think that's
a different
in the line with like conjuration or summoning.
Yeah. You can portal yourself to it.
If I already have it in my fridge and I just go portal under it,
right? I guess
maybe
just portal yourself out of bed into your kitchen, and then
you can like make a little mini portal into your fridge, and then you just like stick your arm off your bed, and now your arm's in your fridge.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Okay,
that works.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I like that. Or
I don't have to worry about keys anymore.
Right. Well, yeah, you don't have to worry about keys, or like,
you can put the portal behind you, and never mind.
I need.
Or I was on board until that last one. I don't like where Rob's going with that.
Nope. I thought I kicked you off the podcast, Rob.
He keeps breaking back in with all these damn portals.
He's got portal magic.
I do just leave them around. That's fine. That's my fault.
Okay. Well, Brandis, any last thoughts on portals?
No, I think that's what I would do.
There you go. Cool. Sounds good. All right. Who would like to go next? Got a few people left. Anybody? Hercene? It seemed like you might have been ready on the last one. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. First of all, Restoration is a valid school of magic, and it was going to be the one that I chose, but I decided against it in favor of another school.
Okay.
And as I mentioned before, a lot of fun things you could do with Restoration outside of like curing diseases and healing everyone and blah, blah, blah. But hear me out. Daedric Omni Tool. For all you Mass Effect fans out there.
What? Wait a minute. Okay, so for people who haven't played Mass Effect, what is this?
I just went to Ben 10. I don't know.
What is this Omni tool that you speak of?
Okay, so in Mass Effect, side tangent, there is like this hologram tool you could summon from your arm. It does all kinds of tool things. It's just hard light.
If people have seen
a blade.
If they've seen screenshots of like a character with a big orange glowy thing over one of their like hands and forearms, that's the Omni tool, and it can just do stuff like engineering tech stuff.
Yeah. So the school I went with is Conjuration.
Okay.
So even though most of the Conjuration spells you get in game or focus mostly around combat, in the end, it's Conjuration. It's magic bound to something and you summon it. A lot of cases can be Daedric because you could summon Daedric creatures and stuff. And you could summon bound weapons. Well, why only just weapons? Why not bound tools? Imagine never losing the 10 millimeter socket ever again.
Yes. Yes, please.
That's the first one that came to mind when you said tool.
Exactly. Or you grab the wrong screwdriver. You grab the Phillips head. Turns out you needed the flathead. Doesn't matter. You conjure the flathead. You just conjure the tools that you need in the moment for whatever the like engineering job you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like why aren't the scissors in the drawer? Who took the scissors? Where? Oh, never mind. I'll just conjure them. Boop, there they are.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't buy knives and scissors. I just summoned them.
Can someone pass the spoons? Nope, never mind. Got one right here. I'm good.
Exactly. And you could also just summon clothes because you could summon bound armor and stuff.
Right? True. Would there be a time limit on the clothing?
I think you have to like kind of concentrate on that to some capacity.
Yeah, like they're either like it would disappear within a certain amount of time, or you have to constantly be channeling it for it to still be there. Would be my sense of that, but I could be wrong.
Well,
like
if
someone punches you in the face and you just get naked for a second because
like,
you lost focus.
Hold on,
I lost concentration on my Gucci tracksuit.
It's a great distraction, honestly. If I get attacked,
I'm sorry you saw my wood orc.
Actually, that would be even more intimidating, though. If you get in a fight and somebody punches you and all of a sudden your clothes disappear, you're gonna freak the other person out.
But like in this theory, for the sake of conversation, like let's say I'm a master conjurer, you can in fact get like in Skyrim alone, thrall spells. They're just things you summon that last indefinitely. Why can't my tools do that too?
Yeah, I suppose if you got good enough at it, you could make it like to the point where you could do that. Oh, sorry. Keep going. I've got questions, but keep going.
And on top of that, not only can you just like summon things from the planes of oblivion, there are other things as well. Like you could do necromancy. A lot of necromancy stuff is involved in conjuration.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would dabble in a lot of that realistically. Now, I could probably like call my grandma from beyond the grave and be like, hey, what was that one thing again? And she'll let me know.
I didn't want to summon you.
And honesty.
I didn't want to summon you to say I miss you, Grandma. I just wanted you to help me remember something.
Yeah, what was that cookie recipe that you've been squirreling away?
Yeah, I lost it in my drawer somewhere.
Yeah. Just conjure it to yourself. What are you doing? You don't need Grandma.
Underneath all the utensils I just don't use anymore now that I have access to magic.
Especially funny because in my head I went to like in D&D rules you can cast Speak with Dead on a corpse like only like a limited number of times. So like I'm just imagining that you like used one of the 5 times you to speak with your dead grandma to say, hey, where'd you leave that recipe, you old hag?
Thanks, Grandma. Love you. Bye. Okay, so I have so many questions, but one of them is, would there be limitations around what you could summon? So, for example, if you are summoning an imp from a realm of oblivion to do your bidding, that's like a video game thing, and then physically the imp just basically teleports to you. It's kind of teleport adjacent, right? But in the real world, if you were like, oh, my computer broke, I'll just summon a new computer, that probably came from somewhere. So are you stealing it? Like, how does that work?
In this case, that would make sense because I'm not creating it. Like, it's not like alteration or some kind of creative magic. It's literally summoning. It's bound somehow to me when I cast the spell, and it just summons wherever I look at it.
Right.
And
so
like
from
theoretically, I could just like spawn somebody else's computer, I guess, if I was bound to that computer.
So wouldn't you summon like a hell computer if you did that technically?
It's like one of Hermaeus Mora's tomes. that's the computer of Oblivion.
Yeah, we got to see if Doom plays on it.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay, so let's take this another step. Got another piece of this though. Let's say you start summoning like stuff. You're like, oh, I got a brand new computer. I don't know where it came from, but the summoning magic made it work. It was the local Best Buy, but now it's yours and it's no longer there, right? And then you're like, the next day, you're like, yeah, I guess a nicer car would be nice. And then now you've got a nicer car, and then you get audited for your taxes, and they're like, okay, where did you get all this? Show us the receipts. That seems like a problem.
How many conjuration spells are permanent? I don't think any of them
couldn't you
are.
just conjure some receipts?
Ooh.
But those receipts would have to exist to begin with.
Yeah.
It's not my concern who bought this Camaro.
I think what you're looking for, Lotus, is forgery.
I feel like this happened in Fairly Odd Parents.
Did it? I'm not familiar.
I can see that.
I don't know, but if it's,
I don't think conjuration spells are permanent. So, like, if you summon a nice car,
most of them are not.
You only have it for like an hour or two, and then you can just summon it again when you need it again, which is not that big of a deal.
That's true. And then the dealership is like, why does the mileage keep going up on this car?
Yeah, the tax like odd at the end. They're like, "Why do you have this car?" You're like, "What car? I don't have a car."
Yeah, you step out of it. In other words, you unequip the car, and it disappears the moment you step off the stepboard.
That would be really cool, though. Like if you pull up to a party and you're like, "Hey, everybody," and get out of a Lamborghini, and all of a sudden the Lamborghini disappears behind you,
and you forgot that your sister was still in there, and now she's gone forever.
Oh no, sister!
Oh, she just falls on the floor.
She's got a breakaway. She's all alone. She's going. She's going. Oh no, wrong goal, kiddo. It's chaos out there. Their stomachs don't have to be. Introducing Culturelle Kids Probiotics Plus Electrolytes. Sugar-free, more hydrating than water alone from the #1 pediatrician recommended brand. Youth soccer is never boring, but your kid's stomach should be. Culturelle Probiotics, the science of a boring gut. See website for details.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
But like, hear me out.
Really
We
cool
know
dismount.
that the Daedric have machines. Like, there's the crawler and all that. Like, they have these big mechanical machines. What if you could summon a Daedric motorcycle?
Oh man,
Just
pretty
Elder
sick.
Scrolls Online style. You summon your mount and you ride around town real quick. And you don't even need to find a parking spot. You just get off the bike and it disappears and you go inside.
if you go in a puddle, does it disappear?
Oh God! Well, swimming
it's
mechanics
deep
are a
enough.
thing now.
They updated that. That doesn't happen anymore. But if you did this a year or two back, it would have.
Now I'm curious of what a motorcycle swimming mechanic would be in Elder Scrolls Online.
So you're just Ghost Rider without the penance stare.
Ooh,
Yeah, pretty much.
that'd be cool.
But
That'd
that's
be cool.
okay because I could just summon creatures that have the penance stare. So I would argue Daedric creatures wouldn't really exist in this case because we're talking about real life. Daedras don't really exist in real life. But
Hopefully,
ghosts and shades and stuff, those things,
because
they
those are
obviously
real. Ghosts are
Obviously
real.
super real.
we've already established this earlier, and don't rewind to
It's true.
fact check me.
It's true. I did make the joke about ghosts in a cemetery, but yes. Okay. So are you summoning ghosts now? Is that what you're doing?
If I need to.
I was
In
going to
the,
ask
in
how
the
many
same
fire
case that
resist
portal
potions
guy
you're
over
gonna
there needs
have.
to like summon his toothbrush to him, I could ask a ghost or just manifest a familiar because even a conjuration could create familiars, which is like a magical sentient thing, not even a real like wolf or whatever you create it as. I could create a familiar to go grab something for me
Yeah.
and then come back.
Blinding has to go. Blinding, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making time for us. Have a good rest of your night.
Take care.
All right. Any other questions about Conjuring? At least this has opened up all sorts of different potential here for the way that we.
I know he just said
do
he's
this
like,
stuff.
oh, we're gonna pretend Daedra aren't real because we're in the real world, but like you don't have to do that. And if that weren't, how many fire resist potions are you equipping?
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Her scene disappeared. I can't hear her scene anymore. What happened?
Yeah, it doesn't say he's muted, but for whatever reason, he went mute.
I guess Blinding left and took your sound with him.
Oh, that's the problem.
I'll just answer for him. He's gonna have so many fire resist potions. he's doing all the freakiest.
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I just like muted my mic and unmuted it, and it worked fine.
The classic turn it off and turn it on again approach.
Yeah, but like
Beautiful.
in the same vein as Mononical, I wouldn't be creating like a fire or frost cloak to, keep track of my temperature. I would probably just like, since I live in Texas, it's 100 degrees right now. I would just summon a frost archnotch and just sit in my room as like an ambient radiator to keep everything cool.
You just blew Rob's mind with your pronunciation.
I'm with you there.
I tried to Atronach, by by the way. It's all right. No biggie.
It is a weird word. I double
is.
think it every time I read it. I'm like, am I sure I know
like
how to pronounce
saying it
that?
in ways that bother people.
It's funny.
Mission accomplished.
I've heard people say it about 5 different ways too.
Yeah. There's a number of things in Elder Scrolls that I think no one's on the same page on. Even in some of the games, they'll actually change the pronunciation.
They will.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to say it's like the this is not relevant to much of anything. It drives me nuts because people now say it in videos instead of the word chasm, they try to pronounce it, say chasm, and it drives me insane because I'm like, that's not a word, and that's just basic English. That's not like a made up thing. That's not.
Yeah.
That's just a word, and I don't know when that caught on that people started saying chasm, but gives me a twitch.
No good. Yeah, the Gerald Mountains.
Skills.
All right. Any other questions for her scene about this? Because we could probably talk about all sorts of other creative things we could do and go another hour on this one. But
yeah, conjuration is very like versatile when it comes to fun things you could do.
You can make a huge mess or actually improve things.
Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts? Her scene? Oh, we have a question from Chris.
No, it was just when you were talking about the Omnitool thing, I was getting the vibes of the who's the kid from the Goonies who has all the tools that come flying out of his coat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was his name?
I don't remember his name, but
like the Elder Scrolls version of that, where all like, hey guys, and then the big punching boxing glove comes out flying out from under his coat.
Yeah. Whenever I'm doing any like yard work or like fixing stuff around the house, I will be summoning her scene to summon all the tools that I need to do what I need to do.
Richard Data Wang.
Data.
All right. So any other thoughts? You done her scene? Are you good? Or should we move on?
I think for the sake of people's sanity, I'll go ahead and end there because there is a lot I could say about like mastering the School of Conjuration.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe more will come up as we go. We'll see. But we have to shift to Chris here, Chatty Geek. You're up. I think you, other than Lotus and me, you're wrapping it up. So, for the patrons, what are you thinking?
So I was thinking, well, I did think about restoration because it is a valid form of magic.
Yes, it is. Yes.
However, what I thought I would do is I would go for something out of the Sijic skill line. I was thinking like a bit of a Sijic-y skill.
Ooh.
So
timey-wimey stuff? Are we?
Well, yeah. So I was thinking about the undo skill because playing in game in ESO, I haven't really been able to get the Sijic skills working for me really when I'm doing bits. But in real life, undo, if you're able to click your fingers and go back 4 seconds, then I'm thinking I'm sat in the living room watching telly with me missus, and she's talking about telling me something important, and maybe my mind's drifted off a little bit, and she's kind of said, "You weren't listening to me, were you?" So I click my fingers, I go back 4 seconds, I can then listen attentively like a devoted husband, and I can go, I was listening, I exactly hang on every word.
Yeah, after a month or two, she's telling all of her girlfriends that she has the best husband in the world. All of a sudden, what happened?
Absolutely. And then another thing I was thinking of is, when you sat with friends or close family and loved ones and things, and maybe you've been eating a lot of vegetables that day, and you're getting a bit of a buildup of pressure in the abdominal region. And so you might be watching a romantic film or something, and you're thinking, well, I feel a bit safe about it. Maybe I'm just gonna lean to the side. It's just gonna come out like a bit of a careless whisper. It's not gonna make any noise.
Now I have that song in my head. Thank you.
And maybe I've just for the day been eating celery, so it's not gonna have much of a smell about it. But then maybe I'm totally misjudge it. So a click of the fingers, thankfully, because the CIGIC order have allowed me into their school because of all of the innovative ways I'm going to use their skills. I can click my fingers, everything goes back up, and then I can be the.
I don't like that.
I can then be the perfect gentleman and take it to another room.
I don't know, man. If you were to lean over and all of a sudden it played a tune and went da na 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 na.
Yeah, you said careless whisper as if that's not famously a loud sax solo.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If it plays the sax solo, then you may not want to undo that one. That would be very impressive.
I just did not like the phrasing of have that one go right back up.
I really appreciate how everyone is taking these things that can basically manipulate all aspects of the world and using them in the most reasonable, practical ways possible. Like, I don't want to be too hot at work. No, I don't want to be rich and not work. I just want to be comfortable while I'm working. I want to pretend like I was paying attention so I can use time magic. Like, these are all like the most reasonable ways of using basically superpower.
Yeah, very utilitarian.
You also wouldn't need you wouldn't need restoration magic to like heal your toe when you stub your toe if you can just go back 4 seconds and then just not stub your toe.
That's true. That's true.
So it does work in other ways. Or I suppose you could do other things with time around, say, losing an object, right? Because if you could rewind, then maybe you could also fast forward back to where you were. So then you open the drawer and you don't have to summon the scissors that you're missing. You go back in time to when the scissors were in the drawer. You take them with you back to your present. And then now you have scissors. And now you also know why the scissors weren't in the drawer is because you pulled them from the past. So
yeah,
I feel like you're going to create too many paradoxes doing that.
Yeah. I guess that's a good concern. Chris, would you be concerned about accidentally making paradoxes?
Well, I don't think so because I'm so absent-minded and clumsy. I probably wouldn't have enough ultimate to create the paradox.
Right.
I would have to be doing something to generate loads and loads of ultimate.
Is that the name of the ultimate? Is that okay?
Yeah, the ultimate you get from the CIGIC skill line rewinds time a little bit, so you can get more damage. Yeah.
So I would have to be, I don't know, I'd have to maybe light attack weave while I'm talking to people or something.
Light attack weave your wife.
I don't know how that works, but whatever that might look like.
I suppose that would be like maneuvering through conversation when she's like, which movie should we watch? This one or this one? And you're like, the tone was better on the first one.
Just slapping DVDs off the shelf.
Don't get mad at me. I have to slap you a lot in the middle of this conversation.
I like it.
Yeah. That's
you could create a dangerous loop where you start slapping your wife because you need to power up your magic, which is terrible, and then you regret doing it. So then you rewind time before you start slapping your wife, only to then be stuck in the same situation where you have to make more magic. It creates a loop. All right,
it works.
That was a different direction than I was expecting any of that to go.
This is amazing. Okay.
That's good.
Any other, is there any other CIGIC skills you would use? Like you could even just freeze time. In fact, in Skyrim, when you first run into the CIGIC, right, he freezes everything and only you and he are moving. So that could open up all sorts of opportunity for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you don't want anyone to sort of mention anything and you're in a crowd and it's getting like in a bit of an uncomfortable situation, and someone's about to mention something awkward, so you can freeze it and say just to that person, by the way, I haven't mentioned that thing. Don't bring that up because it's a bit of an awkward thing.
It sounds like we'd be recreating Adam Sandler's movie Click.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We could probably learn a lot from that movie.
It's supposed to be very good. I haven't actually watched it, but it's on my list.
It's a movie.
We could probably learn a lot.
One of the movies of all time.
Yeah, about a lot of different things.
Movies.
Or next with Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
He goes back in time a couple minutes, I think.
If you had this readily available, then it would make you very brave. So, for example, you're out and somebody's being really aggressive, right? And so you're like, well, maybe they're hitting on your wife and you're at a bar and you're like, listen, buddy, she's married, go sit down. And he's had too much to drink and he decides he's going to start, charging at you or whatever. And then you're just like, blink, freeze time. And then you just put like, I don't know, water under his foot, and then you unfreeze time, and then all of a sudden he slips and falls on his butt. And then everyone laughs at him out of the bar, like that again feels like a movie thing, but
it would basically be like a real life quick save.
Right. Yeah. Especially the going back thing, because you could just go right back. Yeah. Lots of uses for that one. Any other questions for Chris on this?
Not really a question, but a comment.
Okay. Hercine's got a comment.
Whenever you said like rewind 4 seconds, all I thought was in Jimmy Neutron, there's an episode where Hugh gets access to a device that rewinds time, and he sits there for 2 hours eating the same ice cream and repeats.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's just freaking everyone out.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
So you can just enjoy the same ice cream for as long as you want.
Would you be stealing it from your other self?
Well, if you're rewinding time and eating it again.
So you're just re-enjoying the same moment over and over.
Yeah, you're regurgitating it back on the cone. But you're
that's right. You just literally spit it up.
Like in Jimmy Neutron.
I'm remembering this scene viscerally.
I don't like that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but
you have to deal with the sensation of vomiting it back on.
No, because you would only feel
the
it.
Sensation of reversing a fart. Because
here's my assumption here is that you would only feel it moving forward, and then when it's in reverse, you wouldn't feel anything because it would be like rewinding the tape, right?
Sure, that sounds right.
Yeah,
but when you rewind a tape, does it not feel that nice?
Does that make that sound?
Sonicum feels that.
Hey, we've got a raid. Thank you, Ripperoo. I'm messing up your name live. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're getting towards the end of this episode of the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, but happy to have
very
everybody
normal
here.
Conversations.
Yeah, we're talking about if we were using magic from Elder Scrolls games in real life, what we would do.
Eat ice cream forever.
Eat ice cream forever, and those kinds of things. McGonagall, did you have another thought or comment for Chris? Was there something you wanted to chime in with? I felt like you were about to speak.
Oh no, the last thing was just the Nicolas Cage movie. I had to bring that one up.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Well, here, let's move on. Lotus, you said you had one that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, mine is less reasonable, I guess, by comparison to everybody else. So Restoration is a totally valid school of magic because that's absolutely what I'm choosing. Because again, other than the value of like undercutting the market so that I can just have people come say, hey, I don't feel great. I can make them feel better, not even charge that much for it. But I assume I've got to be good enough that I can rifle this off. But if I can use restoration magic, it's more than just healing. Was it Hercine, I believe, maybe, who brought up the fact that fortify is another feature of it? Yeah.
Right.
So that's this. I feel like this school has so many valuable things where I can use it for myself. I can use it for others. I can use it in an altruistic way. Like, hey, no, I'm making, other people feel better. That's great. I can put that. But it's like, I can also use that as a form of like, well, okay, this is now my, like, essentially like, oh, cool. My job is just using the thing that I have an innate ability to use. And I guess at that point, you can kind of just I feel like there's so many. It's why I play games, like regardless of my play style in Elder Scrolls games, I always have restoration as one of my main things because I feel like it's just valuable in every way.
Yeah.
So a lot of these that everybody brought up, I think, have way funnier methods of using them in various ways. I just find restoration is like the most practical thing. And if I get to call dibs on something where I can just like, yeah, no, just I'm always healthy. I'm always awake. Like if I could ditch needing to sleep because I can just fortify myself back up, it's like, okay, well, I just added 8 hours. Wow, I wish I slept 8 hours a day now that I have a kid. I can add 5 hours to every one of my days. So it's like, that's great. Like, so it's like I have more time. My time is going to be more effective because I'm rested, I'm healthy. I can do dumb stuff all the time and it really don't have to deal with the repercussions because if I'm injured, it's just like, oh man, I guess I was wrong. I couldn't like make my own bungee cord and jump off my roof. So I'll just reattach that broken arm and just seal it back up and I'm good to go. Like,
right.
I just feel like you kind of restoration gives you a free pass to have more time to do all the stuff you want to do without any negative consequences.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably the most useful school of magic because there's always a use for it, right? Like you can always find, you're going to need, even in the game or not in the game, you're always going to need healing. You're always going to need maybe a little bit more energy or, fortifying your vitality, any of that kind of stuff. That makes sense. Totally get it.
You could fortify sneak.
Well, that's the other thing. Since you can fortify anything, you can also kind of default make yourself better at other stuff.
You just be real strong all of a sudden too. Yeah.
Like enter a strongman competition, fortify the crap out of myself, and just like win the competition, and then go back to being the dude who's 180 pounds. And it's like, why can this guy bench press 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, you walk up to the arm wrestling thing, and the guy looks at you, and he's got arms 3 times your size, and he's like, and then you're like, hold on a second, magic, and all of a sudden you're like,
yep.
Your muscles
and
get
I have
big.
to have those weird blue-white sparkles every single time I do it, so that it really freaks people out before I actually have any type of normal engagement with people.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Any questions for Lotus about his use of restoration? Any other thoughts on this one? I guess not. I think we've covered this one pretty well.
So.
Hercene, did you have something?
I was gonna say not really because we have gone over it a lot.
Yeah, that's just I feel like it's just,
like as you mentioned, the most realistically practical school out of all the goofy things we've been doing. Like being able just to heal, cure diseases.
The only thing it really couldn't help with is making more cheese.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was looking at another one called Flesh Sculpture Magic. I was like, dude, plastic surgery, but like without the risk. That's
turn into a Zamisi.
I don't know. If I hear flesh sculpting, I feel like you're probably not going to be high on a lot of people's call list for they're going to you for plastic surgery. I feel like flesh sculpting might. Yeah, that's not good marketing, right?
You're gonna need a portfolio.
The branding on the name not great, but this is a pretty weird school of magic. It's very interesting. I could see that like replacing real world stuff. It's like, who needs plastic?
The flyer is actually just the flesh abomination out front of the Shivering Isles. It's just like you can also.
Yeah. So here's a thing, and this is going to connect to the one I'm going to bring up. But you see one of those things, and because it's a video game, we see it, we hear it, but we don't smell it.
Oh yeah, no, that nothing about that thing can be
pleasant. Man, you would smell that thing like way before you saw it. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like as cool as the world of the Elder Scrolls is, one, it's actually like a nightmare factory to actually think about living there. But beyond that, everything has to just smell like garbage.
Yes, including my necromantic army, because I'm going necromancy.
Okay, so you're going necromancy.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Okay. All right. So most uses of necromancy, not so good, making people come back to life when they don't really want to come back to life. So what if you use it only for people who do want to come back to life? And most likely that's going to be wealthy people who are already putting a lot of money into things they can do to make themselves live longer. And if you tie that to them being also terrible human beings, some of them absolutely are, then you charge them a fee so that when they do pass away, you resurrect them. And then they keep on going because they paid for it. And now you're rich. You give them exactly what they want. And everything's good.
Well, except that they exist again if they're
but they're
people.
Like undead, mindless zombies.
I was going to say, I would assume they would need to still be your thralls, right? Like that's part of the fun. Is like
right. So
you are my thrall.
You broke
also,
the bit.
I took your money.
What did I do?
Oh yeah, that's true.
You didn't. You
don't think restoration is a valid.
Before I get to my actual thought, I'm going to
magic?
consider restoration because it is a legitimate school of magic. And so instead, I'm going to go with conjuration and conjuring the dead, which is also called necromancy. There you go.
Smooth.
I got back to it. I made it work.
Yeah. You know what would have helped in your situation if you had restoration magic and you could have fortified your speech right through that baby.
Ooh, that would have been better. That would have been better. But can you imagine an army of like mindless, wealthy people just doing your bidding and then making you wealthy now? Oh wait, that's kind of reality already, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
So we have Brian Johnson.
But you can make them do the thriller stuff.
There you go. Yeah, you make them.
Cool.
Yes, you sign up for every thriller reenactment in every city around the country, and you just send your mob of zombies there to just be the background dancers.
Yeah, flash mobs in them all.
I was just about to say, zombie flash mobs.
There you go. Yeah, but I mean, think about all the things you could do if you had, a bunch of mindless minions just doing things for you. You could start whatever business you wanted. You can take care of the school grounds.
Let's calm down.
You can take care of the school grounds. These kids just like, hey, don't worry about the zombies. They're not going to hurt you. They're just.
How many more podcasts would you have, Tom?
Oh my god. Well, the problem is that they wouldn't be on my voice, so they would have to be other. And then they would be zombies.
You wouldn't
just
have
going
to do
like
character voices anymore. You just have them do
That's
it.
True.
That's true. Can mindless zombies write scripts for podcasts?
I mean, if you give 1,000 monkeys 1,000 typewriters, eventually you're going to get some. I assume it's the same with undead thralls, right?
Yeah. Can they edit audio and video? Maybe
I mean,
that would be
I've
nice.
heard them say, kill me. You never know.
Yeah, that's basically a novel right there. I mean,
there you go.
Right.
You could theoretically just use the necromancy to summon ghosts of famous writers. Like you don't have to just do the physical bodies. You can summon the ghosts.
They're spirits. Yeah, you could use like soul magic. We didn't even talk about soul magic. You could have endless power in soul gems from other people's souls. Man, we need to do a follow-up on
we
this
didn't talk
one
about
next
soul
month.
magic because it doesn't make any sense.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for our offers this week on different ideas here. We've got to wrap up the episode. But before we wrap up the episode, thank you to our newest patrons, including McGonagall, who happens to be here with us right now. Thank you for signing up and joining us. Welcome to the Patreon. And shout outs to all of our Daedric Princes, Kira C, Blinding Vision, Hircine, Peter R, and Mintaka. Thank you for your continued support, along with everyone else who supports the show, either our paying or free members on Patreon, because you can always sign up on there. Sometimes we drop things like stuff that you can, get in game on there. It happens every so often. So come join us for free. Also, hey, I got this review that came in just 2 days ago on Apple Podcast. If you leave a 5-star review, we'll read it out on a future episode. This one's from Shotgun92 Gaming, who says, absolutely love this show. I came across this show a couple of months ago and have been obsessed with listening to every episode I can because I'm a sucker for lore and the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. So thank you so much for leaving that review. Very, very helpful. Yeah. And so this is the way we'll wrap this up. We're going to go back through everybody. We'll start with Rob, and then we'll go through the patrons. And in just like 1 or 2 sentences, if there's something you want to throw out into the world, something cool you're doing, you want people to know about, or if you want people to be able to reach out to you, just share some info about that. Rob, you got anything to share?
No.
Okay, cool.
Sky Oblivion.
Yeah, I keep seeing updates on that, and they're like, "Oh, here's a new thing you guys didn't know about."
Close.
Yeah,
it got delayed a little bit more, but I think the timeline's still this year.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say it's still close. Like the delay did not seem substantial.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Rob. We're going to do the random page. Don't worry. We'll get there. McGonagall, thank you for joining us. So glad you were able to be here.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is just wonderful. Talking about restoration and cheese magic and utilitarian uses for all of our magic choices.
Hey, there's not enough of this kind of content out in the world, so somebody has to make it.
Oh, yeah.
Anything you want to share with everybody? Anything you want to put out there? Any projects you're working on?
Oh, I just go to work and then listen to the podcast or play video games. That's about it.
Hey, it's a good life.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Chatty Geek, Chris, thanks for joining us. Anything you want to put out into the world?
Oh, well, just thank you so much for having us on. I've been listening to you guys and the other podcasts for absolute donkey's years. So thanks again. Yeah, I do have a little thing going on. There's a podcast that I have got starting up at some point soon. I've just dropped a trailer. If you want to follow Chatty Geek Hidden Dragon, it's there. Premise is, think of a character. Could be Anakin Skywalker, could be Shia Gorath, could be anything from anyone. And we talk about what happens if they come for counseling.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
So I'm a counselor myself, and we talk about, you know, what they might be wanting to change about themselves, what problems they're having, what sort of things we would explore with them. It's quirky and fun, but also mental health related as well. So I'm excited for that starting.
That's awesome. I can't wait for the Shia Gorath episode. That's going to be a mess.
Love that.
There's a lot going on there. Awesome. Do you have I guess you haven't released it yet, so it's not like you can tell people where to go, but it'll be up on audio platforms, I assume?
Yeah, you can find Chatty Geek Hidden Dragon. The trailer's on anything now. There's a bit of the old version of it is still there, so you might find like an older version referenced in certain places, but it's there if you look for it now.
Awesome.
And
that's awesome.
Appreciate it if you do. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah, go check it out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Brannis, you got anything to put out there? Anything to share?
Not a whole lot right now. Thank you, first of all, Tom and to Lotus. I've been listening to the podcast for a long time, and I love it. I'm happy to be here. There's not a whole lot going on right now. I'm going to be moving soon, so there's a lot going to be changing. What else? Aspiring voice actor. I'm trying to get more into that. Interested in more, learning more about podcasts. I'm pretty active in ESO. I'm in the Lorecasters Guild. My gamer tag on there is Daddy Atlas. If you ever see me on, need something, let me know.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, just say hi.
Awesome.
See me on there.
Yeah. There's for anybody who doesn't know, and you might know this, on the Discord, there's a section for like questions about content creation and those kinds of things. There's nothing specifically about voice acting, but if you are doing some sort of voice work for a podcast or a YouTube video or something like that and want to learn more about that, you can always post things in there. I try to answer questions, and other people will chime in with some advice, as you know, there's other hosts on the network who can give you advice as well. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Much.
Yeah. And good luck with all of that. That sounds great. And then, Hercene, anything going on?
Usually you can't really find me online. I'm not very active online, but I am very just active as a person. I'm still going out doing adventures, going to conventions, and just
any new cool outfits you've put together? Any cool cosplay?
When it comes down to cosplay, not entirely. So I've been getting into a local LARPing group as of late. So most of the outfits I have been putting together fit more of just like a classic LARPing Renaissance-y situation. So nothing like video game wise, but I have been playing a lot of Fallout lately. Like I just finished playing Fallout 3 and all the expansions.
Wow.
I haven't played Fallout 3 since before New Vegas came out.
Yeah.
So it was fun reliving all of that. But because I've been in such a Fallout mood, and Bethesda had that huge drop about all the stuff they've been working on.
Yeah, remasters incoming.
Yeah.
2 new remasters. Obsidian's working on something, and then Bethesda has in early development their own Fallout project.
Right. Real quick, you just brought this up. We just talked about that on the Fallout Lorecast Patreon episode last night. The episode goes up as we're recording this tomorrow, which means once this is live for everybody, it will already be live. So if you have thoughts, we all went into our expectations and our hopes for the 3 New Vegas remasters and then whatever Obsidian's working on. So if you want some more thoughts around that, go check out the episode. But yeah, that's exciting stuff. And you just finished 3, so you're going to have like a fresh eyes for the things that are different, things that have changed, all of that. That's cool.
Whenever that comes out. But that does mean, like, with this huge Fallout inspiration I'm on right now, I really want to make a Fallout cosplay. Funny enough, I don't have one. So I want to try and make a laser RCW, which is like the laser Tommy gun from Fallout New Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to add electronics and lights so it actually shoots, be a super cool prop.
That's fun,
and then on top of that, I want to make a Rally's Ranger / Desert Ranger outfit. So like the Desert Ranger outfit from New Vegas, but with the paint scheme of Rally's Ranger. So that's another thing I'm slowly working on. In fact,
he's got examples. This is why you should be here for the live show, everybody.
I have my like olive green coat right here.
Oh, cool.
Not that the audio listeners could see it.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
An olive green coat.
It's
everything you.
It's just a big old green donut.
No, just summon a yellow, a green coat, and then it'll be right there. Yep.
Yeah, you just conjure it. It's great. It's a trick.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, that's going to be the next outfit I am working on. I already have schematics for the prop, and then a couple of little doodles for the outfit itself. But that's something I plan on doing, because in that release, they mentioned that they have big plans for Fallout's 30th anniversary, something about hosting an event in DC
next year.
That's the only like news I know of about it. I think that's all they have. So I want to try and have the outfit ready for that, because I want to go to it and, show off the outfit and see what the whole 30th anniversary event will be like.
Yeah, that sounds like awesome stuff. Very, very cool. Well, definitely keep sharing your stuff as you work on it, because it's always fun to see this stuff come together. And I always appreciate when people have skills that I don't have. Like I don't do that kind of thing, but it's really cool when other people do. So very cool. Well, thank you for joining us again, Hercene. It's good to have you back. And Lotus, I've got the random page up, but anything you want to share before we do it?
There's a new episode of Tales that came out where it's mostly us ripping on castles again, because it's not a good game. Let's cancel the 2 good mobile games, but whatever, we'll keep castles around. But we were playing that live on stream, and it is funny because that game has way more to it than it seems like it really should. I just wish it had a better Elder Scrolls feel to it. But then it was a lot of talk about the ESO Tavern in Germany, because Arknir was there, and it sounded like yet another amazing time. Also, just because it kind of caught me off guard, Brennis, I did not realize you were Daddy Atlas, so that's pretty funny. I actually didn't piece together that was you, because you're actually in the PlayStation Guild with us. So that's pretty funny. I didn't realize.
This kind of stuff happens all the time, because people use different names in different places, and oftentimes people will recognize us, and they'll be like, "Hey," and I'm like,
"No, I love that."
Hey, and they're like, "I'm this person also," and it's like, "Oh."
Yeah, I can't even remember the name of people I work with, so this is even more confusing for me. But I love when I get surprised by I was like, oh, I totally know this. Okay,
yeah.
And also, just to Chris's point, I already found your podcast. It's totally on Spotify, because I just followed you, so it definitely shows up if you look for it. So definitely check out Chatty Geek Hidden Dragon. It's totally there.
Awesome, awesome.
But yeah, no, that's just it. We have a new episode of the show, and that's pretty much it for me. Nothing super exciting in this off week.
Well, thanks, coworker whose name I forget. All right, here's
nice.
Man, we're full of zingers tonight.
Yeah, there's that speechcraft.
Oof. I fortified it before I got on the show. All right, so you guys know what I do. Of course, I do other shows. The Fallout Lorecast, which I already mentioned. The Lord of the Rings Lorecast. There's a new season, Rings of Power season, that's coming out with some. Seems like they're continuing to make some good decisions in improving the show. So, tentatively excited about that. I actually have a bonus episode. So, this is one of the things I don't do for this show that I do for the Lord of the Rings Lorecast, which is totally an aside. But there is a bonus episode for every single episode of the Lord of the Rings Lorecast, which is crazy, but I've committed to it. So, I did a bonus episode this last week about The Rings of Power Season 3 and my thoughts on that. Anyway, that's available. You can check that out. Or Retro Recall, where John from the 40K Lorecast and I talk about old video games and try them for the first time in like 30 years. See if they hold up. But that's my stuff, robotsradio.net for all of that and all the other shows on the network. And here's the random page. You guys ready for this one? This is a long one.
It's every single school of magic listed on one page.
It's not. That would be quite a coincidence. This is under books. It is The Pocket Guide to the Empire, First Edition, Eldmeri Dominion. We talk about this book it comes up all the time on the show because there's like fundamental lore about so many different things in this. So in order to wrap up this episode that's already gone over an hour, I'm going to read this entire book. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to read the entire book. But that's kind of amazing that the Pocket Guide to the Empire just came up I just hit the button once. That's what happened.
Yeah. You've done, I think, a full episode on that book.
I was going to say, you can just revert back to that episode and pretend that was planned, that's the random page for this episode.
Yeah, I'm going to edit it into the end of this episode. So beautiful. Here, this is my take. And the random page is The Pocket Guide to the Empire. And then it's just going to edit into the beginning of that episode and it's just going to play the entire episode. Yeah, that's how that'll work. But thank you, everybody, for being here. And to our patrons, thank you for taking the time to join us. It's so fun to have all these new people and lots more discussion going on. And chat, thank you for being here. Thank you again for the Raid Ripperoo Live. Lotus and I will be back with more iceberg stuff next week. So stay tuned for that because it's just going to get wackier. And so that's a lot of fun. And we'll see you guys. Stay safe out there with your crazy magic. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Check out robotsradio.net for more podcasts just like this, and join us on the Robots Radio Discord. Be part of a community of over 5,000 people who are excited about video games and so much more. Robots Radio. Games, lore, stories, community. Just press play.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.